It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Vikings. Coming up next.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
Leading them out, a player who turned a memorable debut into now a 6-year NFL career out of Southern Miss, Nick Mullins.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6. He gets it to Addison. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
First carry now for Alexander Madison.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his play.
Throwing on 3rd down, but he cannot connect.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football.
Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. We're scoreless after 1.
2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return is Powell.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Mullen's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Pressure, and down he goes.
Nick Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
They shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off for the start of the second half. Let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. There he goes, left side. Still going. Inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards. gets to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Ball start. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Another carry now for Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Osborne motions left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, 29 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, I think we've... And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Joseph is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there, too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball on the perimeter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at it from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
This is 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey from 17 yards out. And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Trailing 10-3, 1:09 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the
that's where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
7 seconds to play. No timeouts, remember. He's back to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And not many points to speak of here in this one, that's for sure. And I think it's kind of fitting that it was the defense that won this game really out there on the field for the final snap.
Every game, each team goes into it saying, okay, let's play complementary football. Offense and defense, let's work together, throw in your special teams. In this case, they leaned heavily on their defense, and it paid off. You're exactly right. They essentially won the game for them, and they got to finish it on their feet on the field.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.